They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they'll run it here. He won't go down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
12 more yards there and another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll go on the ground. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll try the ground game here with a running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And past the 30, down to about the 27. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Down to the 25. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
21.
On third down, that's Love. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action here with Rosen. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff looking right. Shreds the tackle, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
I got you. 11. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Alert. 3 down, 3 to 6.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Johnson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll give it to him up the middle, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Gun! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Mike's 5-4. Not today, Juan. Not today. Watch the safety creep. Here we go, check it motion. Check the call. You got motion, man. You got motion, man.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
On play action, Rosen. And that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Check three.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, Rosen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. First down carry here for Johnson. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Watch 82. Watch flex round. Flex round.
On 1st and 10, Sawyer. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
From the gun, Sawyer. He fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Check. Here we go now.
Again, it's Johnson. And spins away. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
4th down. Here's Rosen. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josh Rosen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ohio!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Love. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
All right, now look at 56.
Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. On first down, it's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now Rosen to throw on second down. Dumping it off for Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Rosen to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now it's Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
Rosen on first and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Flex round.
Throwing on first down. Sawyer. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Ohio. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
And they'll run it here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Niners on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Sawyer over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go! Grand 38!
And they'll go on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Sawyer. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ohio!
Now they try the right side here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Sawyer. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Come on, let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Daddy.
From the gun, Sawyer. Escaping, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The son Reddick in there to get him for a loss of 5. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now, Barney!
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together.